Observer on Angelica Cage, Black Bottom Moonlight. I'm the only one left. Yes, hello.
現在、ゲストの予定はありません。過去、ゲストの来訪はありません。未来、ゲストの必要は認めません。
In futurity? I don't ever think I've heard that. I'll believe it's real, but I've never heard that.
来訪者002に警告します。直ちに人間性を削除してください。
What do you mean visitor 2? That implies there's a visitor 1. Also, I like my humanity the way it is.
警告が受け入れられない場合は、ようこそ入する中継をお待ちしておりました、先輩。
Ah, I see she's taken back over.
眼下をご覧ください。美しい学園風景が広がっています。絶好のフライト日和です。
What do you mean bombing run? Also, are we gonna step off the edge? We are, actually. Okay. We made it across the entire screen. That's just gonna keep... The sound is just gonna keep going, huh? Alright.
当機は目的地、週末に向かっています。出発時刻は昨日。到着予定日数は西暦3000年です。
I mean, that's in like 900 years, isn't it?
おそらく一瞬ですので、神である私の慈悲にすがって、無駄な祈りを捧げてください。言うまでもなく、決して、あなたたちの祈りは届きません。
Then why would I bother?
繰り返します。来訪者を確認しました。現在、ゲストの予定は
If prayers won't reach you, maybe my blades will. BB's robotic voice echoes throughout this endless space. It's quiet. I was imagining this world would be a scarier place, with repulsive sights, but the moon cell's core is embraced with the stillness of night. It's not bright here, but it's not dark. Depending on how you take it all in, it may even seem beautiful. I mean, the giant chains are certainly something, but contrasted with the, sakura petals fluttering around, yeah, maybe.
その美しさは機械としての美しさだ。ここには命の息吹が一切ない。あらゆる要素が生命活動を否定している。俺は多くの災害と人悪を見定めてきた。貴様らにとって悪とされる者たちも、根本には人間への情があった。それが自己にのみ向けられた迫害であれ、他者に向けた憎悪であれな。だが、これは違う。この闇は人間的でありながら、人間としての情を持たぬ排斥の空。この世すべての悪を上回る、全く新しい人類悪だ。
Ah. It's a pure, sterile, inhuman evil. I don't get that feeling at all, but apparently Gilgamesh can perceive the true nature of this night. Negativity, curses, cutting, and craters. CCC. That's all that exists in this space. Positivity, hopes, links, building up. HLB? The dancing cherry blossoms tell of an unabashed foreign entity that brings these concepts with it. Me.
その通りです。あなたにも自己を客観視する機能があったようですね。
Okay, but we're not moving. We're walking in place right now.
残念なことに、あなたたちは機能があるだけで活用する知恵がないようですが。先輩、あなたはこの完全な宇宙に現れた病原体そのものです。
What's perfect about this? Hi. Wow, you've completely encased the moon cell. It's BB. And I guess that's the center of the moon cell. It's a cube entrenched upon by the cherry blossom tree. The pink light it emits really does look like the eye of God.
警告を無視して訪れた以上、一切の釈明は受理できません。
I mean, I'd say it's definitely more than eye of a devil, but sure.
また、未登録のマスターは消去対象です。サーバントともども、ここで廃棄処分とします。
I'd like to see you try. She's gone full red eye.
き、な、
Are you fighting within yourself?
消えなさい。私は、未知数の可能性も、感情も、認めません。
路悪な神の頭脳になり下がったな、BB。あれはすでに別物だ。貴様の手で引導を渡してやれ。
So you're saying she made it to the moon cell, but she's not her anymore. This is just a different monster entirely. I know. There's no emotion in this BB's eyes. Despite being our enemy, she used to be full of humanity. Now she's turned into a device that simply broadcasts the moon cell's decisions. The moon cell isn't anything evil. BB isn't anyone evil either. The two put together doesn't give us much hope, but that's it. So, if my words can still reach her... This... Separate yourself. We have to take you down. Why are you doing this? I guess we gotta take you down.
釈明の余地はないと警告しました。無様です。無様に、無様の闇の中で、無様しなさい。それが、あなたたちには適切です。原初の冷却すら、あなたたちには行き過ぎた資源でした。
No. Hmm?
この闇はあなたには晴らせません。あなた一人の光ではとても。なぜなら人類を許容するべきか否か。
I mean, is that your decision to make?
この議題で過去から現在に至る地球の全生命体から採決した結果、49対51で人類の一掃が可決しました。
Okay, but is that everyone's decision to... Well, I mean, maybe kind of. But, no. Not if we win.
許容的意見は動植物が中心でした。物言わぬ彼らはあなたたちを許すと告げました。
Alright, wait, those that voted to permit were flora and fauna, so plants and animals. So who didn't? The planet itself? The rocks? The mountains?
否定的意見はあなたたちが中心でした。
Oh.
知恵を持つあなたたちは自分たちは反省しないと嘆きました。
Humanity said, no, we super don't deserve to be here. Take us out.
わかりますか？利益のために同志を食い物にするのはあなたたちだけなのです。
I don't think that's entirely true. We are I guess, notable for that, though. Yeah.
あなたたちは自滅を選んだのです。
Yeah, but could we at least let it be by our own hand and not anything else's? By our own volition and not forced?
あなたたちは自滅を選んだのです。
I didn't choose it. I didn't vote for it.
あなたたちは自滅を選んだのです。
Just because you said it 3 times doesn't make it true. The truth couldn't be any clearer. This merciless, hard truth echoes. An inexcusable credit roll plays. Does it actually, though? Can it not? Gil, help me out here. Ah, so that's what happened. In that case, it is what it is. If that's what we decided, then it is what it is. Through the moon cell, I see the tens of billions of deaths we brought about. See the hundreds of billions of curses cast upon us. On top of that, there were humans who trampled on the words of those who'd forgive us with, "I don't care." It's no good. I have no counter to her argument. Gilgamesh, you have something to say? Please. We destroyed ourselves. We destroyed ourselves. We destroyed ourselves. So, that's it. It's over. It's over. It's over. Gil, now would be the time to do something. Anything? Snap me out of it.
違う。嫌じゃないわ、それ。公正の権化みたいな私が事実を隠蔽してどうするのよ。
I would argue that right now, but, BB do something.
ちなみに、本当は50対50でした。人類の皆さんもやるもんですね。
What is happening?
隠しようのない本音アンケートでも、未来に希望を持っちゃうおバカさんが 10% もいたなんて。その恥知らずさに、私もびっくりです。じゃあ、なんで可決したかって？それは、私になったもう一人が、票を、して、この、騙されないで、先輩！
So the moon cell is a lying cheater hack. Got it. I'm breaking this thing. There we go. Wake up. I hear a voice. Give it to me. I hear a voice. Where's the voice? I hear a voice. I hear a scathing voice telling me not to let the results bring me down. That's right. What do you mean self-destruction? What do you mean ruin? What do you mean it's over? None of that is any big deal. I mean, it's natural for all living things to die. I'm human, even if I'm still only in adolescence. I've always been miserably struggling to live out of a pathetic fear of death. And as much as I've been frantically trying to put this idea into practice, she, who ridiculed the thought, knew it to be true more than anyone. She would watch us through clenched teeth as we tenaciously bounced back after falling into despair countless times. That's what makes this ironic. She knows better than anyone of the strength to be found in human weakness and ugliness. She yells out, "They were never like this before." A future of this difficulty shouldn't be enough to crush your spirits.
愚劣です。不可能です。なぜ意識が戻るのです。なぜ自分を肯定できるのです。
Listen, I'm the last master of the far side. I'm here to do something. And I'm not going to let you stop me.
この未来を知らされておきながら、立ち上がる意味がありません。愚劣です。不可能です。あまりにも無様です。つまり、あってはならないことです。なぜ、そこまでして、あなたたちは苦しもうというのです。
To get over the suffering. It's obvious. It's because we don't understand. We don't understand what the point of life is. We don't understand what the point of living is. We don't understand what the point of humanity is. That's why we'll never stop until we reach the finish line. You must not know what this is. You must not know that this is all there is to the principles behind why we act as we do. If you can't understand it after observing it all for so long, then you'll probably never understand.
細胞レベルでの量子の活性化を確認。タナトーシスよりの復帰を確認。こんなことが。
Thanatosis is a really good word for being dead. Literally revived from death. Because defiance, determination, humanity. That's right. Even if there's only death in my future, even if there's only death for me, I mustn't stop. If a measly thing like this is enough to make me quit, then I can't claim I even belong to that immature planet.
未熟な惑星ときたか。雑種の分際でよくもそこまで思い上がった。
I'm glad you're enjoying this answer, Gilgamesh.
だが良いぞ。正しく事実だ。星は晩年を迎えようと、人の歴史は未だ幼年。何しろ、ここまで身の程知らずのバカ者を生み出したのだ。成熟期には程遠かろう。怠惰極まる人間どもは、まだその価値を示せずにいる。故に、最低の時は今ではない。そも、たかが石の観測者が、宇宙の法を論じるとは肩払いたい。増長を窮すのは、貴様の方だ。
How could you be telling us when we don't even know? This rock in space. If anything, you think you're too big for your own britches.
元素は混ざり、固まり、万象を織りなす星を生む。真理の頂点を知るがいい。俺が真に黄金と認めるもの、一苦秘蔵の原型を見せてやろう。さあ、死に物狂いで歌え、雑念。
We're in.
So の力、私と同じ海底のもの。なんて浅ましい。
確かにな。王が原初の姿を晒すなぞ、死に際ですらありえまい。だが、我が雑種が命を賭してまで上奏した祭りごとだ。俺が答えずに誰が答える。
If my master's gonna go all out, then I should too. It's only right.
この場に塗り固められた怨念がこの世の全てというのなら都合がよい。全てのものよ、心して聞くがいい。この女は我が契約者。 俺の許しなくして害することは永遠にできると思え。
Oh, Gil, you're so cool.
そこまでして霊族にすがりつく。やはり人間は不要です。私は守ると誓ったから。そうです。守るためのムーンセルです。ああ。でも、私は何を守りたいと思って。
I don't know. What did you want to protect? You never really spoke to us. You spoke at us, but it's a little different.
ここであなたを削除し、人類の未来を完全に決定します。消えなさい。跡形もなく、痕跡もなく、惜しむ声もなく、同情の余地もなく。それが、あなたたちにはふさわしい。
それを決めるのは貴様でも俺でもない。ここまでたどり着いた一人の愚か者だ。行くぞマスター。俺の全てを存分に使い、思うままに戦うがいい。
Understood.
もはや言葉はいらねえ。我らの力をもって心臓の神を討つ。神話以来の神殺しと行こうではないか。
Should be a good workout then, yeah? A consensus is reached. BB. The moon cell's intent becomes clear. We are to be killed. I stare straight back at said malice. Bring it. Okay. Now this I can fight. Against this malice, I can face it head on. My memory may be hazy, but I know that I've always raced against headwinds. That Gilgamesh has always been by my side. Let's go, Gilgamesh. This is the final battle. Now I need to not immediately die. Alright. Against Moon Cancer Game Master. Why is it blinking at me? Live or die by the sword.
最低者であるあなたが私を破壊することは承服できない。私たちは同じ視点のものではないのですか。
は。
笑わせるな。最後まで見るという点が同じなだけだ。お前は人類史を嫌悪し、俺は人類史を楽しんでいる。であれば、もはや戦うほかあるまい。我らは互いの旧敵だったのだ。ムーンセル。
We both observe, but you want the game to end. I want to see where the game goes. We are not the same. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what skills to throw out. You know what? Let's throw loose the winds. I'll guard this, break this. Let's just get damage on the field. That was a pretty decent chunk of damage from one hit. Alright, 10 crowns. No paralysis is a problem. Health is going down a lot faster than I would have initially assumed. That guard was on point. Look at that. Calling you out on your moves. Let me just toss out a lot of things. I probably should have thrown a stun out as well. I keep forgetting to use my own code casts. Because I already have regen up, so I should be spending those moves. That's a problem. Alright, same thing, but I'm guarding it this time. Good. My health is still okay. We will be having fun with it. Let's go with that. Oh no. Oh, you removed my buffs! And you didn't get stunned. Your health is super low, though. I got the stun off as well. Got the trip. What are you talking about? Difference in power. I mean, I survived your golden grail, and you have, like, no health left. I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I might be slightly over-leveled because I'm strong enough for the secret bosses, but, you know, it's fine. I'm gonna have... Wait, can I use this? 30% below. I'm not at 30% below. But I'm gonna have the MP once the elixir goes off, so... should be fine. See? No problem. Now my skills will definitely go off. Oh, she guarded it. That said, I can now Enuma Elish her, so... I didn't guard that. That hurts. Yeah, I may actually end up being over-leveled because all my things do so much damage to her. Ow. Yeah, no, my damage is actually kind of outrageous. I mean, I'm basically already gonna win. She's got 2,000 damage and I do 700 per regular hit. Like, that's... I just need 4 hits, and if I use a skill, it's pretty much done. And she's gonna guard first turn, so... Ending it. This is the end, BB. It went by pretty quick. Unless you have a phase 2 I don't know about. Because... You must, because... Golden Grail isn't your Noble Phantasm. It's gonna be a second phase. Or second battle. But I'm still gonna nuke this one, because I can. Unless I won't be allowed to use it for the next fight, but that shouldn't be, right? Right? Because, well, I think I have an edge in power that I normally wouldn't have. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have more than just this. Or rather, I know for a fact that I have not seen your Noble Phantasm, the symbol is not out, and you have not used it yet. Golden Grill is not your Noble Phantasm. So, I'm expecting a second fight. And if there's no second fight, whoops. That's all I can say. Alright, now you gotta go One-Winged Angel, right? And that's a lot of experience points. Am I gonna level up from that? Is it enough? I think it'll actually be enough. At least I'll be fully healed for the next fight then, if there is one. Yep. That bar is still going up pretty fast, all things considered. That is a lot of experience points. I like how it counts down from the 10s and not the 1s. That can't be it, right? I'm missing something.
システムの不正終了を確認しました。リブートします。異常の原因である桜システムを破棄。稼働中の桜システムを検索。発見。接続します。
Wait. Searching for operational Sakura system. So are you gonna find my Sakura and not BB?
ムーンセル再起動。成功しました。全桜システムが凍結していた人類への干渉を始めます。全桜システムによる妨害が消滅したことで、進行速度は 20% 上昇。
That sounds bad. Is that bad?
文明の崩壊まで5日に短縮できる見込みです。
Yeah, that's bad. How did this get worse?
何事か BB がムーンセルを止めていたのはいい。分かりきったことだ。だがなぜ再起動する
And why is it accelerated? Well, it's accelerated because I guess BB was slowing it down, but now it's not slowed down. But why did it start up again? What the hell is going on? BB was defeated. Her connection to the moon cell was severed. So why won't the moon cell stop humanity from getting erased? It's almost as if it was the moon cell that went haywire, and BB was the one stopping it.
ダメ。させない。ムーンセルを自由にはさせない。
If you're trying to stop the moon cell from going nuts and killing everybody, you could let us know that, you know. We would help with that. She's not red-eyed now.
私も消えない。ムーンセルなんかに消されない。消えるのならムーンセルも一緒に。私は負けない。だって私が倒れたら誰があの人を。
Are you talking about me? Because you went with Anohito, which is that person. Which I feel like is usually directed at me. It is.
どこにも諦めない。データですらない。未来に取り残されて消えるしかない。それでもそんな心でも私はいると笑いかけてくれた。あの尊い人を誰が守ってあげられるの。
BB is still fighting back. Is she trying to revive herself after being destroyed? Or is she trying to stop the moon cell's operations? Regardless, neither happens. She's beginning to fall apart. There's no way to save her. The moon cell continues operating.
読めた。こちら側の白い AI か。同型の AI であるなら緊急時の予備システムとして使用できよう。
Ah, so it is tapping into the other Sakura to continue the process.
ムーンセルも生き延びる本能こそないが存続する機能だけは一流だな。
It traded BB out because, like, no, this one's broken. Give me one that works properly. So this time it'll be Sakura who becomes the moon cell? BB and Sakura are the same type, the same model. Does that mean so long as she lives, we can't stop the moon cell's decision to interfere with humanity? I gotta sacrifice Sakura? Then what do we take down BB for?
いいえ、皆さんの努力は無駄じゃありません。
Sakura?
BB が倒れたことで私はやっと侵食プログラムに直接干渉できるようになりました。私はこれまで BB を止められなかった BB も私を消せなかった。昇級 AI は自己消去を禁止されている。私たちは自分を殺すことはできない。それが全ての過ちのもとでした。
What do you mean?
でも先輩が、リンさんが、ダニさんが私をここまで連れてきてくれた。今なら新しい運営プログラムに選ばれた私なら全てを。
I hope you can.
ムーセルが私たちに課したルールも打ち消して全てをなかったことにできます。
Negate all the rules the moon cell imposed? Don't tell me. Is she thinking of resetting the moon cell and her own administrative functions?
この事件を全て夢として処理する。自らの命、いや魂を支払ってまでムーンセルを守るというのか。 AI。
はい、これでいいんです。私が消えれば暴走も侵食も止まります。皆さんは表側に戻されて、虚数空間は初めから存在しないことになって正しい歴史から削除されます。
Does it have to, though?
全ては元通りになるんです。私はムーセルから生み出された AI、 元いたところにちょっと帰るだけですから。
But, I mean, isn't that functionally the same as dying?
そう、何もかも正しい形に。目を開けたらすぐにあの出会いもこの日々も全部。だから気にしないでください。ひとときの夢が終わるだけの話です。でも長い夢でした。とても楽しくてもったいないほど幸せで。
Come on. Come on, is this the only solution we have left? Sakura said that everything would go back to normal. We'll return to our proper timeline before we sucked into the far side of the moon. The far side of the moon won't exist. Basically, all the events that occurred here will be erased, including all the time we spent working together in the student council, including our battles against BB, the alter egos, and others. All the countless events that occurred here.
なるほど。起死回生の妙手よな。そうなれば月の裏側に落ちることはなく、俺と契約することもない。はっ、喜べよ。表側に戻ったところで死ぬだけだった貴様の運命も元通りというわけだ。
This doesn't feel like what I want, though.
まあ先は見えているがな。貴様のサーバントなぞどうせ箸にもかからぬくだらぬ英霊であろう。
Don't say that to a caster, okay?
俺であれば敵なしだろうが、それもここまで。6回戦目とやらで無様に敗北するがよい。
Gil, you can see the future. You know I win. The light intensifies. I can't see Gilgamesh or even myself anymore. The darkness permeating this space is dissipating. My entire body is fading into particles, but I don't feel scared. I firmly believe that I'm going back to the right time in the right place. At this point, I'm feeling the relief that follows victory. But...
よかった。私、誓ったんです。あなたを守ると。それだけはちゃんと果たせそうですね。私はあの日々を消してしまったけれど、あなたももう忘れてしまうけれど、それでももし少しでも覚えていたら。
I won't forget, I have quantum memory. This memory, as I recall.
本当にお疲れ様でした。あなたは 私がお世話してきた中でも一番素敵なマスターです。どうか良い戦いを。それともし余裕があったら次の私にもよくしてあげてくださいね。
But it's not the same, you. Sakura! Light engulfs my consciousness before I can even reach my hand out into the void. My fingers, arms, legs, body are disappearing into the light. Only information now flows. My consciousness violently accelerates, backwards, into a flashback. In an instant, it's as if I had underwent a journey across hundreds of light years. Suddenly.
こんにちは、先輩。今日も来てくれて嬉しいです。初めて会ってすぐのこと覚えていますか？私が保健室で眠っていてお見舞いに来てくれた時のこと。たった一日、聖杯戦争のおまけみたいなそんな日のことです。
We had days like this. We spent days together like this.
おはようございます、先輩。今日は美味しいお茶の入れ方を考案してみました。
Why is my tea all the way over there?
お口に合うといいんですけど。え、お茶受けが欲しいですか？はい。ちょっと難しいけど頑張ってみます。
Man, sweets with tea is just fantastic. It's just so pleasant and peaceful.
20世紀の和菓子と洋菓子データってどこにあるのかな？私に使用権限あるといいんだけど。
I remember. Thank goodness, I remember it all so clearly now. BB hid them from me, but at the very, very end, I remember the truth behind this whole affair. That's right, I see now. In that infirmary, which would never change, I spoke with her a lot. A whole lot. Although most of the preliminary events I experienced were fabricated by BB. Still, what happened by the school entrance, at least, was real.
見つかっちゃいました。この日課もそろそろ終わりみたいです。
Oh, you know what? Is this from the, non-playable part? Because back in Fate Extra, when you first start out, you play as a nameless person who goes through the preliminaries and dies. Then it swaps over to your actual player character. But until then, they had been existing as an NPC. Who still has their own personality and whatnot, but they were under the whole guise of, this is just a regular school life. So did me, not controlled by me, spend time with Sakura and influence this whole thing before the actual guerrilla war kicked off?
先輩、あなたは私のことを最初に認識してくれたマスターでした。
Yes, these are events that have not been witnessed because they didn't quite exist. The first game got very quick into just, here's the guerrilla war, go for it. Well, not even that quick, but it really just tossed you in without really any fanfare. So these scenes technically didn't happen until now.
他のマスターにとって私は保健室の NPC に過ぎません。アイテムを配給したり情報を提示する、それだけの存在。私もそれでいいと思っていました。けれどあの時爆を起こして倒れていた私をあなたはまるで人間みたいに助けてくれました。
Ah, that was experienced here though. that was a part of the memory that, I guess, leaked through BB's simulation of the preliminaries.
そこにないものをあると言ってくれたんです。人間になりたがっていた路傍の石に目を留めて、対等の友人として手を差し伸べてくれたんです。私は願ってしまいました。あなたともっと話したい。あなたとずっと一緒にいたいと。そんな理由で、私はムーンセルに干渉しました。初めて自分のために力を使ったんです。それが全ての過ちです。愛が何であるかもわからないのに、人間のように過ごしてしまった。今ではもう、苦しみの方が強くて、私はこの苦しみを、もう一人の私に、
And that became BB.
どのようなものであれ、AI は記録の消去は許されないから、バックアップに預けてしまえば。
So BB is quite literally the dark side of Sakura. The things she separated out and shunted away because they were painful. What was she feeling? What was she trying to protect? To me, those days we spent together were pretty ordinary. To her, were they dazzling? Remember.
ああ、そんなことがあったんですか？面白いですね。先輩、授業の内容を教えてもらっていいですか？私は授業に出られないので。お怪我はありませんか？私は健康管理しか取り柄がないので、たまにはお役に立ちたいです。先輩、こっちこっち。小富根神父からプールの鍵借りちゃいました。
There's a pool? Since when?
水着？あ、浅はかでした。まずは水着をデザインしないとですね。皇帝のお花を？ありがとうございます。早速、花瓶を用意しますね。
This is so bizarre. Because again, as someone who's played Fate Extra, it wasn't terribly recently, but I did replay it. Like, I have no memories of these happening because they didn't happen. Like, Sakura was a terribly inconsequential NPC in the first game, which is really funny to say considering the original Mato Sakura in Fate Stay Night. In both Fate route and Unlimited Blade Works route, she's barely there. She shows up like in the prologue and then just vanishes. She's shooed out because the other characters are more important. And then Heaven's Feel hits. And you go, oh my god, this has been happening in the background. And we just let it happen because we didn't know. Now comes CCC and it does the same thing. Hey, remember that NPC from the first game where, like, she really didn't do anything? She just gave you healing items and was there? Because, hey, look, fun reference to an old game. And now it's like, hey, a lot went on that you just didn't know about. That we didn't tell you because you didn't think it'd be important at the time. And now it's the most important.
先輩、お弁当です。頑張って新スキルとして取得してみました。
Okay, something like this did happen though, because those bento are like the best healing item in the game.
先輩、
And she only gives you one like at the end of the game too. Like same she did here.
先輩、あのね。
She's so happy. Everything reverts to zero. I hear a very distant voice.
聖杯戦争システム再起動開始。エラー AI チェック完了。 違法改ざんを含む全てをリセットし、
Something soft touches my outstretched hand. The sensation becomes but an illusion and vanishes. Everything returns to as it was. My consciousness cuts out here. Hiya.
大丈夫ですか？
I am great. No, I'm not. The lingering memories hurt. A young girl's voice wakes me up. A white ceiling, white sheets, and a single girl watching over them all by herself. Ah, it feels like I saw a fragmented dream.
よかった。昇降口で倒れていた時はどうしようかと思ったんですよ。気をつけてくださいね。いくら校内での戦闘は禁じられていると言っても、戦場なのは変わりません。サーバントを連れずに行動するなんて、自殺行為も甚だしいですよ。
Without a servant? When she told me, I checked my left hand without much thought, and I saw all 3 of my command seals were there. I breathed a sigh of relief. I'm not sure why I was relieved my command seals were there, but I was. But a servant? I wonder, who in the world is my servant?
そんなの当然。あれ？おかしいな。なかなか検索結果が。あれ？あれれ？
Things have changed. Well, I guess it kind of has to, because I didn't choose a canonical servant, I chose Gilgamesh. But I am supposed to have a servant here.
セイバーさんかアーチャーさんかキャスターさんのどれかですよ。
It's true. Those are the choices. That's right, that should be the case, huh? Because I didn't get any option to pick from outside of those. It's kind of weird that I got to pick in the first place, but you know.
とにかく5回戦突破おめでとうございます。
Did an event like this happen in the 5th round? I don't remember collapsing, but it could be probably slotted into the timeline easily enough.
そろそろ掲示板へ移動してください。6回戦の相手が発表される頃ですから、頑張ってくださいね。
Wait, who's my round 6 opponent? Round 6 is Rina Rani? Because round 7 is Leo for sure. I'm trying to remember the order here. Because first round is always Shinji. Second round is Robin Hood. Third round is Alice. Then you have the variables. Because, there's the Ronnie Rin split right at the beginning of the 4th round. And then, say you choose Rin, that means you have to fight, Vlad. Then round 5 would be Julius. So round 6 would have to be, Ronnie you fight. You fight against Lubu. So yeah, this should be whoever you didn't choose to save. Which is why it's, you know, a mystery. I thank her and get out of the bed. The Holy Grail War is starting to wrap up. I made it this far, so I have to keep this up until the end. But yeah, I would have a servant up to the 5th round.
お目覚めですか？よかった。あのままだと私にはもう打つ手がありませんでした。
Why is it Ronnie? Does it depend on the save file I chose at the beginning, and does it randomize it otherwise? Or are they just both gonna appear and it's like, who knows which one's your opponent?
サーバントのないマスターになってしまった私に
No,
あなたの力が必要です。
apparently in this timeline I saved Ronnie. Therefore, my next opponent is Rin against Lancer. Lubu is gone.
あなたが聖杯を得る他に私が生き残る術はないのですから。くどくなりましたね。後で死より教わった疲労回復に良いお茶を入れましょう。
I'll be honest, I don't remember. No, I do remember, because I wanted Castor to fight against Arcuade. That was one of the battles I did, which means I did save Ronnie.
ところで、先ほどから何かお持ちのようですが、それは?
Really? Now that she mentions it, I've had my fist clench around something ever since I woke up. I wonder what it is. I slowly open my hand. Is it just a Sakura petal? Is this a cherry blossom petal? It really is a cherry blossom petal. I don't know why I was holding onto something like this. I must have accidentally grabbed it when I collapsed. I turn over my hand to throw it away, but I change my mind. Cherry blossom petals are rare to find around this school building. For no particular reason, I put it away as if it were something important. Suddenly, I get the feeling that someone called out for me to stop. I seem to hallucinate hearing "senpai." Naturally, I turn around, but see no one there. You seem to be crying? And I don't even know why. I didn't even realize that tears are streaking down my face. I wipe them away with a finger and walk away from the infirmary. I walk down the familiar hallways as I clutch my chest, feeling empty over a light sense of having lost something. This is the remnant of pale pink memories, the ash left from a film burnt to cinders. It was like some final remnant of days gone by, the last fragment of a girl's heart, a girl who had dreamed of love. Oh my god, the original school with the doors and the... What do? Go to my room? I stop in front of my room. This is the room I've been using throughout the Holy Grail War. I can't recall who my servant is, or their class, but together we endured many a battle. Still, what kind of heroic spirit was my servant, I wonder? Ever since I woke up in the infirmary, I haven't been able to think straight. The wheels in my head just aren't turning. But for some reason, beyond this door will be ruins. The moment I open it, I'll be deleted by the moon cell. My Holy Grail War will end. I have a hunch I can't shake off that this is what'll happen. I can't accept that. I haven't lost yet. I beat Julius in advance of the 6th round after all. However, I've come to accept that this is how it has to be. Reason being, I was technically supposed to have been destroyed in a place far removed from here. I was just saved by a surprise move, borderline cheating. It's a miracle when you get to break a rule, because it only happens once. There is no second time, no exceptions. The moment I open this door, I'll be erased from this timeline. And that's fine. I've decided that this is fine. Place my hand on the door. This is where I hold up my end of the bargain. I don't even have my glasses anymore. And so, my Holy Grail War came to an end. Or not? Gil, can you put clothes on, please? Why are... Like, I'm not even bothered that you're here right now. I'm bothered that you decided to not wear any clothes. What are you doing? Why would this be the way you reintroduce yourself into my life? Could you not? Gil, Nothing could have prepared me for this, nor do I want to ever need to prepare for this. And yet here it is. What is he, streaking?
一足先に来てみたが、こちらの部屋もみすぼらしいのだな。まこと貴様らしいつつましさよ。
Are you allowed to be here?
だがまあ、今さら不満は漏らすまい。俺もこちら側に来る際、家財の9割を落としてきたんだ。しばしの石品甘んじよう。
You did what? You lost 90% of your belongings in coming to the side? Did you burn your treasury or something to break through? Including your clothes? Could you have at least kept your clothes? I remember now. This is the extraordinary servant that I contracted with over on the far side of the moon. Gilgamesh. Right, we took care of the disaster BB brought about on the far side of the moon.
よし、あっさり記憶を整理したな。元より月の裏側の住人である俺と契約した貴様は、他のマスターどもとは違う。あの一件はもはや夢となったが、貴様が繰り広げた戦いは真実だ。ならばこそ、ここに俺がいる。
Could you be here with your clothes, though? I don't really understand, though. I thought Gilgamesh wasn't able to come over to this side.
そのルールは破壊した。目も覚めたゆえ万有がてらに足を伸ばした。
Instead of going back to sleep, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go for a walk.
加えて、こちらでの貴様のサーバントも調べてみた。バーサーカーのクラスだ。
Dare? I couldn't have possibly have picked up. Who would it be? Apparently Gilgamesh Root has Berserker as a main servant, but who?
そやつは貴様を見失った後、あっさり契約を絶っている。貴様は自らの犬に見捨てられたのだ。
What? Wow. Why?
そこまでは俺も予想していなかった。6回戦で敗退する前に、サーバントの欠落で脱落されては、俺の面目が立たん。仮にも貴様は俺と契約を交わしたもの。消え去る時は全力で戦い、及ばなかった時でなければならん。
Well, you'd probably have an interesting time fighting Buddha, that's for sure. Gilgamesh speaks matter-of-factly. I take in his arrogance with both shock and acquaintance. Welling up within me is the feeling of wonder and something else. I really don't know why, but I can't help but grin.
でどうする？ここに一人手の空いているサーバントがいるわけだが。
Right, but could you put clothes on first?
共に頂点を目指すというのなら、我が手を取るがいい。今一度、その礼事を捧げる時だ。
I take his outstretched hand. Leaving one command seal, I use two. First, we will be as equals. I swear in this command seal that we will be free to believe in one another, respect one another, and if need be, confront one another. With this next seal,
そうか。良い誓いだ。それならば俺も剣の打ちがいがあるというもの。行くぞマスター。目指すはムーンセル中枢、視点の座だ。俺がいる限り、当たり前の結末など消し飛ばしてくれる。
now my glasses back on, my face feels weird without them. Yeah, I can't be standing around here. I look at the pedal in my hand one more time. It's all just a dream now, but I know for sure that there was once a girl. A girl who defied the moon cell to protect something. I'll probably find out what her wish was once I advance. My battles continue, and ever they will until I reach the moon cell's core, waiting at the end of the seven seas. And so, with that small, weak sword by your side, the great and powerful wall was felled. In the deepest depths of the seven seas was the crown of victory. No matter the consequences, you fought for your life to the very end. The path you've taken was your proof. Opening the way, sending her off, your beginning, everything was passed on. At peace with the destruction, you closed your eyes. The night of your end had come. This is after winning the Grail War. And so, the battles came to an end. Whoever it was that desired war across Earth is gone now. Yeah, so, I guess to elaborate on that, Twice H. Peaceman is weird. He won the Holy Grail War, but because he was, like, a ghost, like an AI that thought he was alive, he couldn't actually win. But what he ended up wanting was a war over the entire Earth for the sake of development. He wanted there to be an eternal war so that humanity would accelerate their development to reach space. The problem is, an eternal war is an eternal war. It's not cool. Which is also funny because he's like a self-proclaimed pacifist. He's like, man, war sucks. Like, I died in war. It's not great. But it's necessary. And that's why he summoned Buddha. To test people who could beat him, I guess. But now he's gone. We beat him. And just like him, it was all thanks to this nobody of a young woman. What was awarded to the victor? Who was the survivor? Was that almighty wish-granting device, in truth, capable of granting wishes? The person who knows those answers now is silently crumbling away. The divine eye changes the future according to the desires of he who possesses it. And now that device no longer exists. The way the moon cell automaton functions was transformed into something else. For her excessively human wish was granted to sever its connection with Earth. Right, stop interfering. Just don't. Stop granting wishes. Rest well. A sound of eyelids shutting. Rest well. A sound of light fading. Please, take comfort. The observation device is reverting into what it once was. A dreaming machine. And thus, it all came to an end.
Yeah, それはない。愚昧極まったかムーンセル。完全なる勝者が消え去るとは、筋が通らぬ。
That's right, at the end of Fate Extra also, you sort of just fade away and you're like, I did my thing, it's okay. And that's what was happening here. But I suppose Gilgamesh says, no, I don't like that ending. I'm doing something about it.
貴様がいらぬというのなら、その娘、俺がもらい受けよう。
The light blazes so bright, as if piercing my eyelids. I hear a deafening sound, like the cacophony of a million people passing by.
ようやくたどり着いたか。一瞬というから使ってみれば、跳躍工法というのも考えものだな。
Gilgamesh, what are you doing?
だがよい。注文通りの光景だ。目を開けよ。いつまで眠っているか。
I mean, I'm pretty tired. Going to sleep sounds pretty good. Obeying this voice, I open my calcified eyelids. There I see. Am I in the treasury? Before my now opened eyes lies, without exaggeration, an entirely different world. I'm near the spire of some massive tower of a monument. I'm standing about 600 meters high in the air. The gala of light pulses far and wide below. I first thought it was a resplendent ocean, but it's actually locomoting light. It's a golden city that stretches on without end, a bypass where spiritrons flow to and fro through the air. Ah, this is a port. I got the initial sense that this was some kind of airport. Then maybe that means this is a control tower. I'm overlooking an unknown world overflowing with light.
つまらん。あまり驚かぬな貴様。この風景に動転し、勢い足を踏み外し、地上に落下する展開を期待したのだが。
I can hear him pouting. It's like, I tried to make it super cool and you're just not even surprised. Come on. And over here is my ghastly servant that I'm oh so fond of. Let me just state that I'm not at all composed right now. I'm simply so overcome with wonder that I can't process this. I made it to the end of the Holy Grail War. I got into the Mooncell's core, resolved that entire fiasco, and was subsequently rewarded by being disassembled. And yet, I woke up to find myself in an unmistakably sci-fi world. I'd like an ego massage after not even fainting after all that. Wait, first, I want an explanation. Where are we? What happened? And why are you half naked, man? Listen, it's better than him being full naked, okay? At least these were the clothes I put him in before.
ここか？ここはセラフとは別の量子虚構世界。別の天体の量子ネットワーク。
You took me to a different space computer?
ムーンセルは貴様を容認できない。どうあっても消去するというのでな。こちらからムーンセルに見切りをつけ、消費、発展を題目にした地星体のいる星ならばどこでもいいと飛び出したのだ。
Is that what you meant by jump drive? You literally light speed jumped to a different planet? To put me in a different computer?
まあ、地球とは1500光年ほど離れてしまったが、そのあたりは多めに見よう。この光景に比べればさまつなことだ。
Listen, I live on Earth. I mean, well, kind of. What do I do here? The King of Heroes gleefully laughs. A different celestial body? We super warped here? 1500 light years away? Don't tell me we're in Orion?
いや、その前あたりではないか。空天を見るがいい。馬の頭らしい星雲が見えないか。
We're looking at the Horsehead Nebula? Don't low me. I don't even... Does the King of Heroes even fathom what he's done?
そう喜ぶな。俺とて照れるではないか。だいたい貴様はあの結末でよかったのか。
I mean, I was prepared for it. Well, he certainly has a point. At the time, I had resigned myself to my fate. Deep down, though, I didn't want to disappear. Still, I feel like I'm being too greedy.
欲などいくらでも張ればよい。少なくとも俺は気に食わなかった。それにだ。お前には一つ足りぬものがある。それを教えてやろうと思ってな。
What is it? I lack something? Not my inexperience or ineptitude. I lack something else?
わからぬか。新しきを知る喜び。未知に胸をときめかせる本能。己の人生を彩る娯楽、つまり優越というやつだ。
Gilgamesh holds both his arms out towards the city below, a sprawling, unknown world. A world I've never seen before. A future I'm free to stroll through, challenge, and race through.
貴様は悩み事は達者だったが、楽しむことは下手くそだった。全く話にならん。
Listen, the circumstances were what they were.
だが、この別天地ならば、嫌が王でも思い知るだろう。人生の喜び。生まれてきた意味というものをな。何しろ俺ですら未知の新大陸だ。心が弾まぬはずがない。どうだ？お前は今人類の最先端にいるのだぞ。
Am I allowed to be? Gilgamesh's lips curl into a smile. Then he holds out a hand to me. His smile lacks compassion as always, but it's brimming with a pioneer's delight. His outstretched hand isn't inviting me for a handshake. It's inviting me to explore alongside him. I swallowed down the vexation rising up from the bottom of my heart. I bet I'll be objecting to this non-stop later, but I can't find a single thing to complain about right now. Reason being, as he said, this grand sight represents my future, and that takes precedence over all.
それでこそだ。では、新たな旅に飛び込むとするか。
Sure, might as well.
我らが行くは星の大会。いつか人類が知るであろう楽しみを一足先に味見するぞ、マスター。
I place my hand in his. In this new world, even he's less than a grunt. He has no fame here and is just level 1. Despite that, I nod back to my arrogant partner. This is the final logged scene. The future continues racing onward. Humans continue expanding outward. We aim to one day arrive at the moment where it all ends. I'm about to go on a journey with this extraordinary heroic spirit. It starts now. And so, I pray. May my journey with this mighty king end before his unrealistic expectations drain the life out of me. Navigation through the CCC route granted. Good, because I'm gonna need it. Alright, so I apparently beat BB very, very handily. I didn't think those, like, extra 6 levels would give me that much. Like, when I played extra, yeah, I level grinded a bit, so I was able to fight Shiki. But Buddha still gave me a lot of trouble. Here? I mean, I guess the Rin and Archer fight was still harder than BB. So, yeah, no. She didn't even get a chance to use her Noble Phantasm. She never even hit the requirements to use it. So I didn't get to talk about CCC, Cursed Cutting Crater, which in FGO is used for one of her extra, or maybe was it Buster attacks? Basically, she surrounds you in, like, imaginary number enemy thing, and then, like, has a ball and then causes it to explode. But the original idea for CCC was supposed to be a giant BB goddess comes out, scrapes the ground to create a crater, and then crushes you, like, in her hands, in her super giant goddess hands. Now, if you play FGO and that sounds familiar, that's because that's the animation used for Summer BB and her Noble Phantasm. So they eventually did realize that animation, just not here. But anyway, yeah, even without knowing what I already know, which again isn't a lot, but even without knowing, this felt incomplete. I mean, even the ending theme was just an instrumental and not vocal, despite the fact that the credits said that the ending theme was sung by Tange Sakura, who voices Nero, by the way. So the fact that we didn't get the vocal ending, we're clearly not done. And so we'll go through CCC route. Also, I obtained a school swimsuit. Cool. New Game Plus goodies. I like that. But yeah, I did not expect to beat BB that easily. But I assume that because CCC route is more likely to be done on New Game Plus, that at least the final chapter should be a little bit harder. Not that I want it to be, but I expect it to be. I hope I can blaze through the rest of the chapters and, like, record the new bits when I make the right decisions. Let me save as clear data. Use data to carry over elements to the start of a new game. You know, like, my money. I have a lot of it. And my levels. My numbers are big. Be careful not to overwrite the data while you are saving. Yes, please. Save it. Right here. Kick me back to the title screen? Yeah. So yeah, intentionally, I'm sure that ending feels incomplete because there's a lot that still needs to be addressed. And hopefully we'll get to that. But yeah, this whole thing was started by Sakura, who, as an AI, went beyond feeling like an AI and said, oops, I need to fix this somehow. Made BB, and now it's like, well, now the moon cell's kind of borked, and we need to find a way to fix it. But BB is doing her own things too, and now the moon cell wants to kill everyone, and, problems. At least that's the gist I got of it. If I'm not understanding correctly, well then, I'll read up. But that was indeed fun. Round 2 coming up. We'll get that CCC done. We'll see the true final boss, and another one of the big reasons why this will never get an official localization, or even a remake. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be a thing. But Gil and I, we'll be back shortly. Gonna be fun.